Hi Libra, I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot. I'm going to do a mini Libra reading for your upcoming week, whenever you find it, of course. Hope everyone's doing okay. Talk about kind of what to do, what not to do, what to watch out for, that sort of thing. It's been so long since I did a Libra reading, I can't even remember the last one. Love. What it is, it's love. Are you in love, or is someone in love with you? Ooh. Hold on here. I'll put a link in the description when I talk. I'm not going to talk for a minute. Okay, that's pretty clear. Choices in love have affected your finances to the point you're almost left with nothing. You are an overgiver, so that's a clue that I'm talking about you. You're very intelligent. You understand the world. You knew what you wanted. I just think for some of you, it's like you have a weakness, and it's your mojo. For some of you, or this is the person that you're dealing with, Libra, like your partner, your other person. They were thinking with their pants and not their brain. Or this was you and it's left you out in the cold. Because for some of you, it wasn't necessarily that they were coming in to be your partner, but they were coming in because they saw that you were loving, giving, and had the finances to, gosh, I don't want to say like finance their project, but you put a lot of time and effort into building something for the both of you, and it left you with nothing. Let's see about this. Wow, okay. For some of you, this is just confirmation of what you already know about an ex. Someone who really was just an energy vampire. At the end of the day, they really just left you feeling not just broke, but energetically depleted. It was definitely them. How do I say this? It's not F-boy energy. It's different than that. It's like they really didn't understand the difference between love and lust. It's like when they see something, they want it. I see it, I get it. I want it, I buy it. What's that song? Seven Rings? For some of you Libras, hold on. I don't know what I'm talking about. Because you already chose the right thing. It's like, so maybe for some of you, it's that, because you're doing all right. I feel like you're doing all right. You've made the right decisions. You're being smart. You're being safe. You're being protective of yourself and your energy. You're focused on all the different ways in which you can bring joy into your life emotionally. You have lots of friends. You have lots of family. You are an enlightened being. And like I said, you understand how the world works. You understand how karma works. You understand the difference between the light and the dark and the truth and lies. But there's this connection that's keeping you kind of in the dumps. as far as your financial situation goes. It's like this person was a bad investment for you. Hmm. Maybe they were someone who were older, like much older than you. Oh, yeah. Okay. So for some of you, they swooped in and snatched you right up when you were very young, like 13, 14 years old for some of you. You know, when you're 13, 14 years old, you think you're grown, right? For some of you, you thought you were grown and you got into a relationship way too early with someone who was almost more like a predator than a lover. What was their long term goals, plans with you? Why am I reading about this? What does this have anything to do with you right now? Oh, you're still tired from it. Oh, oh. I feel like it was just like they made a sacrifice of you and your person and your spirit to be richer, be bigger, be in charge. It's almost like they have delusions of grandeur, like they're gonna run the world or something. Ew, I don't like them. I don't like them. Sorry, I don't like them. You were younger than them, but you were always more emotionally mature than them. Like you seemed like the older one. They did a lot of mansplaining. Whoever you are, that's a clue. They did a lot of mansplaining. Like you would know more about a subject than them, but they would like cut you off and then go rambling for like 2 hours about the subject, wrongly as well, but just confidently incorrect. Like they read a lot of books, so they thought they were a genius, but they weren't a genius. They just read a lot of books. And not even all the books, just kind of like the covers. And then they would read reviews of them online and make it sound like it was their thoughts, like they would just parrot what the critics had said, but like in conversation at a party, they would speak as if it was their words, So it's like they have no originality, they just plagiarize everything. If you're a cross watcher, this is a Libra that did this to you. If you're a cross watcher, this is a Libra that did this to you, and it's just, there's a part of them still with you. So what do you do? You stop making excuses for that person and you realize that it was always their goal to keep you trapped, confused. Why is there so much gaslighting coming out in these readings this week? Is that really how people are out there living? People really out there living, just lying and gaslighting people and doing black magic on people and love spells and it's satanic. Where in the universe can you have everything you've ever wanted? You're promised everything you could ever want here in it ain't heaven. You can't have everything you've ever wanted in heaven. That's just hell. It's hell. In hell, you can have everything you've ever wanted. The princes of darkness make all sorts of promises like that. No one would ever promise you that in a higher realm. So, what I'm saying here is you thought this was a higher connection, but they were lower than you, not just more immature, but spiritually. And that's not fair. You like things to be fair. It wasn't fair, and it's still bugging you. So, what to do about that? Because it's done, it's over, you've walked away, you chose peace, you chose to disengage, you're not fighting, but you're still feeling the after effects, the poverty, the alienation of it all. What to do? Hmm. If you're a cross watcher, you need to let that obsession go. Because there is obsession there. There is obsession there, and it's all sexual. It's all erotic. So this person had a definite erotic hold over you. Patty Hearst, Patty Hearst, Patty Hearst. Who's Patty Hearst? Patty. Oh, Patty Hearst, Patty Hearst. Okay. For some. Oh boy, yeah, that's right. That's the situation. Oh, what is it called when a person who is like kidnapped is like brainwashed and they start to go along with their captors? Do you know what I'm saying? My brain, y'all. Help in the comments. What am I talking about? Ah, so Patty Hearst was um the daughter of one of the huge newspaper billionaires. You know, the Hearst Corporation. Was this in the 60s, 70s? Help me, my brain. Um, and she was kidnapped by a radical, obviously funded by the CIA, but I didn't say that, group who captured her and turned her into a rebel like them. And the next thing you know, Patty Hearst, who was kidnapped, missing, no one knows where she is, all of a sudden she shows up and robs a bank in San Francisco with these guys. Okay? So for some of you, this is what happened to you. This man, whether you're a man or a woman, this, I feel like this is definitely a masculine energy, scooped you up when you were so young that you didn't even realize how messed up it was that they were so much older, that they wanted to have something to do with a 13, 14-year-old, you know? It's almost like they put you to task. They made you feel like y'all were doing something together. And it was like brainwashing little by little. And it's like, okay, so maybe for some of you, the whole world or your community saw that you were with this person and assumed that you were just like them. Or maybe you started to be like them. Maybe they were abusive, and instead of running away, it was like a slow boiling of frogs situation where the more you tried to get away, the more they held on to you. Like you were a possession. Okay, so that's a clue for somebody. Maybe they convinced you to get married to them, you know, like they found you and married you a week later and you were pregnant the next week. They knew what they were doing. What the heck? What to do about it? Oh, okay. So this would be like someone who is married to the leader of the mafia or something, and they realize the only way to get away with their lives is to go to the authorities and cooperate. So for some of you, it's like you're asking yourself, has it really come to this? Do I really need to set foot in a courtroom over this fool? Yes. For some of you, that it will be your only protection and safety because this person's never going to stop. They might stalk you the rest of your life, honestly, whoever this is. You know, it might come out of nowhere real fast. So this is a confirmation for some of you who were thinking, do I need to get a protective order against this person? This would be a yes, go ahead and do that. Get all your ducks in a row and protect yourself. The law is on your side, but you're going to need to communicate, which might be counterintuitive to everything this person planted in your mind about outsiders not helping you. Or if this isn't a person, it's a cult. And that came up in another reading. Which one was it? I want to say Taurus. If you have Taurus in your chart and you're leaving a cult, go check that reading out. But justice is on your side here. You've done the right thing. You were just very young. You know, you were ready to save the world, and they knew that about you. So they always made it seem like it was, you guys fighting the good fight. And it was you fighting the good fight. Continue to do that because that's who you are. What not to do? Ah. Well, you two are quite the match energetically. You're both magical people. You both understand the occult. It's like one of you uses your powers for good and the other uses it for evil. So there might be a temptation to engage in a spiritual battle with this person, and you are not going to do that. You are not going to find them on the astral and go at it. That's just what they would love, because then they get to still interact with you. You stop fighting and it's over for them. The connection is really gone. You keep fighting, there's still a connection there. Even though it's rotten, it still exists. They still get to feed off of that lovely energy of yours that they miss so much. And if they have to fight to get it, they will. So that's a trap. That's a trap. Not that you're not physically emotionally and spiritually more powerful than them. You are, but that's not the point. They just want to engage and wear you down. They know how to wear you down. They know your triggers. So even though they might not be physically next to you, they could show up in a dream. So what do you do if you don't fight? Like what? How do you protect yourself in that situation? Oh. It's like the realization of how rotten, evil, backstabbing, lying, malicious they were is going to sink in this week, and it's going to propel you forward. It may be a little bit of anger there, but it's definitely going to bring you to an emotional maturity, control over your emotions, and making decisions based on emotions. It's like that person knew how to push your buttons, and this is a self-awareness of all those things. And it's a lot, and it's intense. So while I'm kind of going, what's this reading about? You're doing everything you can. I guess it's just a confirmation. You're doing all the right things. You're doing everything you can. Do not engage. Don't look at their media. Block anyone you think might be a fake account. Do not allow yourself to forget all of the horrible, evil, vicious, violent things they did to you. Okay, if this is a cross watcher and a Libra did it to you, their higher spirit wants justice for you. They're just stuck in the muck and they forgot. So they're not in their right mind, and you need to move away from that. Stop making excuses for them. You're out of the storm. Do not engage with the storm as you move away from it. Okay? Who can you rely on at this time to help you out? Oh, at this time, you're just going to rest, recover, focus on what makes you emotionally satisfied. Music you love, communities that you feel safe in, surrounded by inspiration. For some of you, you are a musician and it got stomped out of you by this person because they were jealous of your gifts. And so you are relearning who you are. You are regaining the trust of your guardian angels, of the ones that watch out for you that you didn't listen to for a while. You're going to listen, and the muses will return. You'll start writing music again, or writing stories again, or creating content again to make yourself happy. Whereas before everything was for the world or for them, now it's for you. You're being asked to take it easy, have fun, focus on joy. It's like the more you focus on them, the more they can creep in. There's this lyric from this Church's song where she talks about unfocus them away. Don't think about it. You think about the monster and he's going to know you're thinking about them, and then there's some kind of connection there. So this is pretending they never existed. This is getting rid of anything they gave you. This is focusing on you and what makes you happy in your day-to-day life. You don't need to think big. You don't need to make huge plans. You're just going to take it day by day. Be grateful for the things that bring you joy, the small things, the big things, but you're not going to entertain anything that is not in that wheelhouse of happiness, joy, and pleasure for you right now, in a restful, humble way. And you will be protected. Bottom line here. Bottom line here is you're going to fall in love in the future with someone who's right for you. And you're going to realize that love and relationships, it's not hard work. It's not hard work. You thought of it as being just a task. Love is hard. Love hurts. Love is misery. You're going to find out in the future, and not too far away here, that love is easy and it is fun. And when you're with the right person, it's easy to work with them, and the sum is greater than its parts. And you will be very happy in your day-to-day life and on your hero's journey path as well. Okay. You do have love in your life. You do have people that love you unconditionally. So focus on those relationships. If you have to rebuild bridges because this person burned them for you to keep you stuck to them, to keep you alienated from everyone that loves you, you're going to start rebuilding those bridges and reconnecting with those that you really do love. No guilt, no shame. There is love for you there. So accept it. More people love you than you think they do. Okay? More people love you than you think they do. And take a lot more time, quiet time, by yourself. Just for quiet time. And then I'm going to leave it there, I guess. You are free. A lot of really hard lessons there. But the mind control is over. The lies are unraveling. And you can really move forward. Block everything out about them. If they are still trying to get in your life, get with the police, get a restraining order without any fear. Okay. I'm going to leave it there, you guys. I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot. This is a reading for Libra. And I'm so happy you broke free of whoever that evil, malicious, obsessive, dark person was. You have healing and hope coming to you now because you choose peace. They want you to keep fighting. That could never end. I mean, never. So bravo to you for walking away. Stay away. You got this. See you next.